fight of the night. Give it up for the ladies, folks. Put your hands together for them. This bout will be a fully professional bout with elbows and knees to the head fully allowed. Your first competitor fighting out of the blue corner, representing Kai Next Level Mixed Martial Arts, fighting out of New York City, Destiny the Cage Cutie Quinones.
I'm pretty excited for this fight, Rob.
I'm excited.
Anytime reality fighting has women in the cage, they put on the fight of the night, I would say 7 out of 10 times.
I agree with that. 7 out of 10 is a good
Pretty
number.
good odds.
Yeah, that's better. 7 out of 10 is better than 8 out of 10, right?
These ladies come to scrap.
I agree. Destiny looks comfortable, moving around. What's up, man?
And her opponent, representing Calandrelli Mixed Martial Arts, fighting out of New Haven, Connecticut, the Spider Monkey, Marisa Messer-Belenchia.
The woman of many names, Marisa Messer-Belenchia, coming out now. I'm going to go ahead and call her Spider Monkey. She's got a lot of fans in the audience tonight. I believe she's making her debut here out of Ultimate MMA, Andrew Calandrelli. Looking to make a big impact. She's got a pretty extensive background. She's done quite a bit of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. She's done some Muay Thai. And she wrestled with Blair Tugman at Tugman Wrestling, and she's pretty well-rounded. We got the Spider Monkey against the Cage Cutie. Should be a pretty good fight here. Destiny is not impressed in her corner. She's ready to fight. And
ladies and gentlemen, due to an oversight,
either.
this will be an amateur bout. The professional bout is coming later.
£115, amateur division, 3 3-minute rounds. I wouldn't be surprised if this was fight of the night right here. Marisa comes right across the cage, punches into a clinch. She's looking for the takedown here.
Both in an over-under position.
Marisa pushes Destiny up against the cage here, keeping her hips in tight.
Both look like twins from this position.
Marisa has pretty good control of the hips here. She's keeping her head in high and tight against Destiny's head. In mixed martial arts, 9 out of 10 times, the head is the steering wheel. If you control the opponent's head, you control their body. And Marisa's doing a great job of that. Marisa's got a bit of a high headlock position, back into a more standard clinch here, over-under. Destiny tried to go kind of high on her back for it looked like an armbar attempt possibly, but Marisa controlled her hip. She's on top now. Inside control, looking to pass into mount. Marisa's got a bit of a neck crank going on right now in Destiny. And she achieves side control here. You can definitely tell she's a pretty accomplished, or at least astute grappler. Marisa looking for the perfect position here in side control. 30 seconds to go in the round. Marissa's on top in side control here.
Definitely controlled round one, keeping herself in good position, keeping a lot of pressure, keeping a lot of weight on her opponent. Trying to pass maybe the full mount here. 10 seconds left in round one.
Marisa keeps looking to pass. She's not content to stay in half guard here.
Good start to round one.
Definitely have to give that first round to Marisa.
Both fighters looking for phenomenal shape.
As I told the folks at home, the girls come to scrap every time. They train hard, they fight hard. Both girls are completely composed in their corners. Round two, here we go. Marisa right across the cage again. Destiny throwing punches as Marisa clinches.
Marisa definitely looking like she wants this fight on the ground. Difficult from the position to see what she has.
Destiny reverses around the cage here. Looks like she's got double unders. Oh, no, she's got standard clinch here. Marisa gets off the cage. The clinch is absolutely the most grueling part of mixed martial arts.
You know, a lot of people sit and they talk, oh, you know, while they're wrestling, while they're laying on each other. It is absolutely grueling. It's tiring. You're fighting for control. You're fighting, you know, you got to make sure you're not getting punched. You got to make sure you're, you know.
Both girls separate.
Nice 1-2.
Punches.
Destiny's throwing punches. Marissa's definitely looking to take this fight to the ground.
Takedown from Marisa here.
Marissa's in side control here, definitely in good position. Destiny definitely wants to try to regain full guard, or at least half guard, work back to her feet, possibly use the cage to get up.
Destiny's doing a good job here of preventing Marisa from going to full mount. Looked like Marisa was about to set up an armbar, but
difficult with the cage.
She's got Destiny's arm trapped under her body right now. Looks like Marisa has achieved full mount. In your first couple fights in amateur MMA, the mount's a hard position to be in. You can't punch to the face on the ground. You can only hope to kind of set up submissions. You can throw body punches to the armpits, the shoulders, but it's not as easy in amateur MMA as it is in professional MMA to work from the full mount. Looks like Marisa might be looking to set up an armbar here. She's getting a little bit high here, isolating her Destiny's left arm. But Destiny was keen to it. She's adjusting, using the cage for defense. Here goes Marisa looking for the armbar again. Great top control.
Definitely, I was going to say, keeping herself in great position. Destiny's still working from the bottom. Definitely not staying stagnant, not letting her try to get any.
Destiny's a scrapper. She's in this fight.
She is. She's staying tough. That's right there.
Destiny got side control here. Worked back into half guard, rather. Marisa looking to pass into side control as a 10-second warning clicks. And Marisa gets side control.
Good round two. Both rounds I would give to Marisa.
Definitely a grappling heavy fest. I think Destiny's looking to strike more, and Marisa's keeping it in her her comfort zone on the ground, grappling, where she's definitely getting the better of the action.
Without a doubt, buddy. Good first 2 rounds.
It's a good fight from both women here. It's a good showing.
Majority of people sitting at home are probably complaining, oh, they're not striking, why they're not punching. I'll tell you right now, the striking is not what makes you tired. The striking is not the difficult part of MMA. It's definitely the grueling, carrying somebody else's weight. You're worrying about keeping yourself in good position, not giving up, any limbs. That way nobody can submit you. So definitely Destiny seems a little disappointed in the corner, but
she's a gamer, she's looking for more out of herself. She's very competitive, and don't be surprised to watch her come out and throw some bombs here and look for a finish.
Not a bad thing to hold high standards for yourself.
She probably knows she's down 2 rounds.
Both seem in phenomenal shape. Both seem very well conditioned. Neither one are breathing hard at all. Marisa doesn't even look red in the face. She doesn't even look like she's barely sweating. Neither fighter looks like they're doing too bad here.
Marisa right across
both
that
times,
cage.
every time, first round, she's the one that initiates the contact. And like you said earlier, some of the fights we had, maybe Destiny's a little bit hesitant to throw those punches, knowing that Marisa can get inside and maybe take her down. Grab kick. Marisa definitely keep herself in good position again. She's in half guard right here. Difficult from this position to see what she's working for. Now I am joined by the president of NAGA and the owner of Reality Fighting, Kip Kohler. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, Rob Brown?
How you doing, bud?
Good.
Good fights, not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, these girls are 115 pounds,
Yeah,
so they're not gonna strike. They want to submit each other, and the fact that it's an amateur bout, they can't punch to the face on the ground.
I agree, and then definitely Destiny is definitely the striker in the thing. Both fighters look like they're in phenomenal shape. Neither breathing heavy. I'll tell you what, Marisa has definitely came to fight. She is definitely 100% in this.
Oh, she lives at the gym. That girl's training all the time. If it's not jiu-jitsu, it's boxing. If it's not, boxing or kickboxing, it's something else. That girl's just working out all the time.
Destiny's a tough girl too. Trying to keep herself in this fight.
I think this is her 5th or 6th fight, Destiny.
She's done well. Both fighters have definitely done well. This is tiring, definitely for Destiny. Keeping yourself on bottom, you're carrying somebody else's weight. You're trying to work back to your feet.
Yeah, I think it's Destiny's advantage because she's fought 5 times. Actually, if she fought, Marisa's I think this is her debut. That's why there's no punching on the ground. But it's actually good for Destiny because she's been mounted a few times in this bout, and she'd be getting pounded in the face right now if it wasn't a first fight for Marisa.
This is true.
Sometimes it's a little uneventful for the fans because they can't punch to the face, but they're amateurs. They don't want them to get hurt. So
yeah, that's what we were talking about. Me and John were discussing a little bit. It's the fact that everybody's at home probably booing and all, why they're not striking to each other. But you and I both know that the grappling, the wrestling, carrying somebody else's weight, fighting for position, fighting to stay out of submissions, this is much more grueling and tiring than striking is.
Yeah, this is rough for Destiny because Marisa's got a really good top game. She's hard to get off. I mean, she's trying to get a submission here, but
she stayed tight the whole time. I don't think there's barely been any space in between her hips and Destiny's body the whole entire fight.
If Destiny works, got that half guard. See if she can get full guard.
I'll tell you what, I give 100% props to Destiny. She's been trying to stay in this fight the whole time, and obviously, as everyone can see as well as myself, Marisa's no joke here on top, definitely with her jiu-jitsu game. Keeps herself in good position. Constantly pressuring the whole time. Good 3-round fight here. I think we're definitely seeing a unanimous decision from Marisa. Destiny should not be disappointed in herself. You definitely learn your biggest things from your losses. So hopefully she can take some good things from this and move forward and progress in her MMA career.
Yeah, it's tough for the women. They don't have a lot of people to train with that are their size, their skill level. So they're typically fighting guys. Then they get in here and they finally have somebody to go against. But it's not the same in the gym.
No, most definitely not.
But
and that's another thing too. A lot of people don't take in consideration is it's a completely different atmosphere from when you're in the training room. There's no pressure, there's no family, there's no friends watching. Then you step in the cage in a big arena in front of thousands of people. It definitely adds that nervousness. Heart rate maybe goes up, your blood pressure goes up a little bit, you fatigue sooner. So.
Oh yeah, I mean when you're an amateur, or it's your first fight or first few fights, man, it sucks the life out of you waiting for your fight. I always wanted to fight first when I was you know, in my fighting career.
It's the worst too, because I call it fight anxiety. It's like, you know, usually most people have an 8 to 9 week camp, but you know, 4 or 5 weeks out, all you can think about is like, all right, you're going to bed, you're thinking about fighting, you wake up, you're thinking about fighting, and all you want to do is fight and get rid of that feeling.
I'm going to go in there and interview the winner.
There you go.
All right, take care, Rob.
Take care, buddy. You can mute it if you want until Kim's done talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. All 3 judges scored the bout 30 to 27 for your winner. Fighting out of the red corner, the Spider Monkey, Marisa Messer-Belenchia.
Hold on, Marisa. Take your picture in a minute. First of all, you guys, let's give both ladies a big round of applause. You know, now, Destiny, she's had like 5 fights, correct? And this is your first or second fight? First fight. That's the reason you're not allowed to punch to the face on the ground. I think if you were allowed to punch on the face on the ground, this fight would have been over a lot earlier.
Yes, it would have.
But that's okay. I mean, I think it's a good rule here in Connecticut. You did an excellent job controlling her on the ground, excellent jiu-jitsu skills. You mounted her several times throughout the fight. Was that really the game plan? Did you really want to go to the ground with her?
Yep, I'm comfortable both, but the ground is more so.
You know, I was talking to Rob, he was doing the commentating over there, and we noticed neither of you guys got really tired. I mean, both of you came into excellent shape, excellent conditioning for the fight.
I train very hard all the time, so I definitely feel really good right now.
Hey, Marisa, congratulations to you. Andrew, excellent job. We look forward to seeing you here again.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Again, congratulations to both fighters. Melissa dominating her grappling here. Destiny, you know, definitely looked good too. She looked disappointed walking by, but you know, that's kind of what goes with the sport. There's got to be a winner, there's got to be a loser. I'm sure Marissa's going to continue to work.
I'd like to remind you that after the event, we are having our after-fight party at the Margarita.